All right, hey, sitting here in my living room. You may not be able to tell, but that's the window behind me. It's dark outside, but the reflection is the bookcase in our living room. Um, this is the quiet time in our house. Boys are asleep. Um, but hey, I was just thinking a little bit and excited for the opportunity to talk to you guys. I honestly treat it as if I'm talking directly to you, even though I have no idea how many people actually watch this. Um, but yeah, we're digging into Galatians, and what I was thinking was, you know, two gifts that we've been given with, the idea of being quarantined. One being the obvious, the Tiger King, which is just a train wreck unfolding before our eyes. But two, for me, it's been that I've gotten a lot of time to just hang out with family and Graham and Walker. And a fun thing for Graham right now is every once in a while, not unexpectedly, he'll say, "Wait, Dad, are you my best friend?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I'm your best friend, and you're my best friend." He goes, "Okay, good. I'm just checking." And it just is hilarious that he has kind of decided that, but also pretty awesome. But I'll get back to that. But hey, right now, Galatians 3, and I just have a couple thoughts for you guys. Sorry, I just put my hand over the camera. But here's the funny thing about Galatians 3 that I just, think is pretty cool is he starts off the chapter with a typical Paul directness and bluntness, and he literally says, "O foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you?" That's the beginning of verse 1. But then he unfolds in this really cool, just dichotomy between the law and faith. And he references back to Abraham and reminds us of how Abraham was giving the blessing simply because he had faith. He did nothing to earn it. And yet, as the Galatians are struggling through these conflicting gospels, as other people are offering, as Paul would refer to, a cheap gospel or a different gospel, Paul is quickly reminding them that, hey, these two are vastly different, right? He finishes the chapter with reminding them that they are heirs. And I just hope that maybe for a second we can pause this morning and take a second to remember, what does it mean to be an heir? It'd be, for us to earn the gift of grace through works would be as crazy as Graham trying to earn being my son through doing more sit ups or through learning the alphabet or reading more quickly. None of that would matter in terms of his status as son. He is a son simply because of who he is. And the same is true for us. Us turning to a lifestyle of works, of thinking that our life and our relationship with Christ is based on our own actions would be just as crazy. And that's exactly what Paul is trying to communicate here. He spends a chapter of just going, what in the world are you doing if you're trying to rely on the works? He refers to the law as simply a placeholder, a guardian. He's going, listen, the law was simply put in place um, as as waiting for Jesus to remind us that without a Savior, we're pretty much in big trouble. And so I hope as you read that this morning, well, it's tonight, but tomorrow morning, that maybe you can just with fresh eyes just be reminded of the idea of being heirs has just been freely given to us. What an incredible gift. Well, until next time, thanks for listening. Those of you who did, I hope you're enjoying Galatians, and we'll continue on with this for the rest of the week.